Rawson, escorted by Amy.
All right, folks, here we are, a little preview of the district duels. We're doing it here from Springford Ram Gymnasium at Springford High School before the O&J match. Have a little downtime while they're doing their senior day festivities. Glenn and I are going to rap a little bit about what we think heading into the district duels starting tomorrow, where we think the bracket goes, and who we're going to pick as our finalists and champs. So, Glenn, I'll defer to you. I'll let you go first. You had your bracket filled out before me. You peer pressured me into doing one on the fly right here. So, we'll I'll go to you. Let's just start with the quarterfinal or the first round matches.
Yeah, let's just kind of preface it with the fact that we know that this is the most wide open district duel event we've had in District 1 in the last decade. I mean, let's just talk about Boyertown, Council Rock South, and who am I missing? Who else was the champs for several years? Who am I missing there?
O&J had a run and win it.
O&J, we've had a solid 4 teams there in the last, 10 years in my mind. So let's get right into it, like you said. Let's get into this first round. This first round even provides us with some great matchups. And up top, you have Quakertown and Westchester Rustin. Obviously, we have Quakertown at the number 1 slot, and I do have them getting by Rustin. I think you're probably in agreement with me there. Once we get into the Downingtown East and the Chamonix match, there's the first intriguing match of the evening. How good is Downingtown East? We saw them last week at Westchester Henderson. Narrowly, lost to them. Chamonix is unbelievable. They can hang with Springford. They can beat Downingtown West, but then they can lose to a Central Bucks East team. So who's the real Chamonix? And they have experience.
And to your point, we don't know what Central Bucks East is yet.
We're
going to find out pretty soon. So, again, I agree with your first two, Quakertown and the Chamonix. They'll meet up in that quarterfinal match. I'll jump in here. You got Downingtown West, who's a tough, scrappy team. A lot of good individual wrestlers. Doesn't have the depth, I think, to run with O&J in that first-round matchup. I think O&J wins that. In that 4-13 matchup, you have an always scrappy, tough out Garnet Valley team going against Rock North. And Rock North, the horses they have in their lineup, I think that they're going to win that one. So then you have O&J and Council Rock North, which will be the third time they meet this year, and they've split matches up to this point. So, and that match can go either way. That match is a coin toss match, I think, each time they wrestle. Neither time they wrestled did either one of them wrestle at full strength. First time, Rock North was missing Lucerne. Second time, O&J was missing Frankie McCoy, and we almost had a parent trip on the mat there. Sorry to divert my attention. Frankie McCoy and Richie Nathan were out of the lineup at the top there for the Wildcats. So, again, if they're able to get healthy, and I think that's going to be a recurring theme that we're going to see.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that really is the big theme. Like, the healthiest team, the team that can put out the full lineup, if you will, is going to be able to win. And I agree with you that O&J Roberts and Council Rock North are going to get through to those quarterfinal matches. If we look down below and we look at the Springport Strathaven, I think that's a no-brainer. Springport handles Strathaven easily.
Congrats, Strathaven, making district duels for first time ever.
Yeah, first time ever. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're running into a buzzsaw in Springport. Westchester Henderson and Sun Valley, not a whole lot there with Sun Valley in terms of matching up with the Westchester Henderson squad up and down that lineup. We saw them the other day. Like we said, that Henderson team's the real deal, and they're going to get by Sun Valley. And then you have what I see is probably one of the bigger matchups in the first round is CB East and Interboro. Two teams that don't have a lot of experience. East has been there before. I think
it's been years though.
I know. I emailed you guys earlier and said, I think the last time they won a district duel match, CB East was in that round of 24. They have not advanced to the Elite Eight. So this is an opportunity for two of those teams to shine. I have CB East getting through Interboro. And then, of course, I do have Council Rock South beating Boyertown. But Boyertown's going to be a tough out, Joe. It's unbelievable.
And how many years in a row did we see that Boyertown Rock South match as our district duels final?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can never count Boyertown out or Council Rock South.
So I kind of have it going the same way, Glenn. I think Springford it does handle Strathaven. Westchester Henderson will handle Sun Valley. Sun Valley, again, has some very good individual talent. They just lack the depth to go with a Henderson. Henderson, top to bottom, just has a better lineup. CB, same thing. CB's Interborough match and the Downtown East and the Chamonix match are the two the premier matches of the first round.
Absolutely.
And again, Rock South I have moving on. If we're talking about that bottom half of the bracket, that Springford Westchester in that quarterfinal round, that Rock North O&J match on Friday night is going to be phenomenal. That the Springford Westchester Henderson match has the chance to be a good one. Westchester Henderson, if they're able to limit bonus points where they can, they have enough top-end talent to put Springford on their heels. CB, since counts Rock South, I think that's where we find out what CB East is.
Yeah, and upset alert with CB East there. So let's talk about who you have moving on there. I do have Quakertown getting by in Chamonix up top. I'll let you pick the next one, O&J, and see.
I have Council Rock North winning that one. I just think one, it comes down to being healthy, and again, it's a coin toss. And let the cat out of the bag. I have them meeting again in the Wrestle-backs, and we'll get to that in a second.
I do have Council Rock North winning there as well.
Yeah, so, but I have them making into the semifinals against Quakertown, and I'll drop down. I have Springford beating Westchester Henderson, and while we're at Rock South, so I think we have our same final four.
Yes, we do.
Quakertown, Rock North up top, and then one semifinal with Springford and Rock South in the bottom half. And I have, I'll go first. I got Quakertown, Springford in the final, and I got Springford, winning that elusive District Duels title. Their first one.
I have a little different there. I have Council Rock North getting by Quakertown and getting into that final with Springford, and I have Springford winning as well.
So we look at that wrestle-back round, and that's where it's really important, and you see where teams like grind it out and punch that ticket.
Yeah, it's a grinder.
I have my in that first round coming off the quarterfinal losers, the Chamonix O&J, which is a rematch from earlier in the season.
Yeah, great match.
Yeah, that O&J won. I think they win there, and then you have Henderson, CB East, and it's another chance for CB East to show everyone, again, put themselves on the line. But I do think Henderson has the better team. But again, it's one of those coin tosses like that ill-fated coin tosses, as we've said several times this year. I think could be a real problem in these duels because this is where they really get those evenly matched teams.
No, I really think that Westchester Henderson CB East match may be one of the better matches that we'll probably ever see in a consolation wrestle-back at District Duels. I do have CB East getting by Henderson. I just don't think Henderson has enough top guys and medium talent to run with CB East. CB East medium talent, those are guys we're going to see at regionals.
Yep.
So I have CB East there, and I have O&J getting by in Chamonix. And then it's the wrestle-backs here are a little bit different for you and I. I have Council Rock South and OJR. So that's a big one. And I have Council Rock South getting through that and getting to the state duels. And then I have CB East and Quakertown, and I have Quakertown winning and getting to state duels. And I have Quakertown winning that third spot.
I go a little different there. I have Rock South and O&J. I do have O&J getting to win. Coin toss match. Council Rock South is not the team they've been in the past. They've lost a lot, and I think that they're primed for this their year. They're not going to make it.
So the magic pixie dust that Council Rock South have, they may be out. They may go to the bag, and it may not be there.
And then Henderson, Rock North down at the bottom, and Henderson, although pushes for that elusive state duels first appearance, Rock North gets by. We have O&J Rock North rematch, and again, something works out O&J's favor, and they eke out third place.
Right, and so we really only have one team out of the top four the same. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that we might be wrong. We might even have another team get in there that we're not even talking about.
Yeah,
here.
Again, who's healthy? Who gets hurt between now and then?
Who wins the coin toss?
Yeah, who wins the coin toss? There's so many factors that can happen. You see it now. It's that time of year. Kids are getting the flu. I mean, it is just that time where something can creep up when you least expect it, or maybe someone's a little nicked up and then they get held out because the individual postseason is more important than the team postseason.
Right. And not even getting held out. One big fall the other way that should have went the other way. That could be a 12-point swing in a match.
We know that.
We have not talked about that, and that could really be the difference. So can't wait till tomorrow night, Joe.
Yep. So that's what we got here. That's our quick District Duels preview. We got the match getting ready to start here. So this will be a video separate than everything else. Thanks always for tuning in.